What if you could win a war without firing a single shot? What if you could literally bet on both sides? While Napoleon was conquering Europe, a Jewish banking family named Rothschild was weaving a network that stretched from Paris to London. Their strategy was simple and calculating: finance both armies. When the Battle of Waterloo hit, the brother in London learned of Napoleon's defeat 24 hours before the government did. He didn't use the information to save anyone. He used it to crash the British bond market and amass a monumental fortune. This is the story of the origin of their power, how the alleged treason cemented their empire, and the financial moves that changed the world. All that power is summarized in one simple quote from Nathan Rothschild: "The man who controls Britain's money supply controls the British Empire, and I control the British money supply." Let's dive into the development of this video. But first, subscribe to the channel. Our story begins with a twist of fate. Mayer Amschel Rothschild wasn't destined for banking. He was preparing to be a rabbi. But the tragic death of his parents forced him to abandon his studies and enter the world of finance. That single change flipped the world upside down. Mayer was an intelligent, hard-working man, born in 1744 in the Jewish ghetto of Frankfurt, a place riddled with discrimination. In his new apprenticeship, Mayer was introduced to collecting rare coins. By the time he was 19, he was equipped with valuable experience. His success caught the attention of Crown Prince Wilhelm of Hesse, who appointed him court factor, giving him the opportunity to escape the ghetto and expand his business. As his businesses grew, Mayer sent his 5 sons to open branches in Naples, Vienna, Paris, London, and Frankfurt. He gave them 2 instructions: do business with reigning houses and bear male heirs. This strategy wasn't just about expansion, it was the key to their survival. They used diversification as defense. By spreading their wealth across the continent, they ensured their fortune wasn't at the mercy of any single economic collapse. Together, these 5 branches became the first bank to truly transcend borders. By acting as financiers for multiple European powers, the Rothschilds maintained a unique position of neutrality. For them, wars provided the best opportunities. The Napoleonic Wars proved especially profitable. They provided loans to warring princes and engaged in both legal and contraband trade of essential goods. The strategy was simple. By financing both sides, the Rothschilds ensured that, regardless of the war's outcome, they would be the ones to profit. Jacob in Paris financed Napoleon. His brother Nathan in London financed the British. But their true power came from 2 sources. First, from Prince William I of Hesse Castle. When Napoleon invaded, William entrusted his immense fortune to Mayer, giving the family massive liquidity to fund British operations. Second, they became the logistical backbone of the war. Wellington's army in Spain needed gold and silver to pay the troops. The Rothschilds didn't just lend the money, they solved the problem of moving that liquidity across a war-torn Europe, using their network of branches and smuggling, a service no other bank could match. When it became clear that a British victory would be more profitable, Jacob limited the funds for the Napoleonic army, while Nathan increased financing to Lord Wellington. This simple act ultimately affected the destiny of the entire European continent. Nathan invested in a private network of couriers that delivered war updates to him before his competitors. This system was so efficient that he learned of Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo a full day before the government. His network proved the value of insider information. Nathan didn't just capitalize on the news, he used it to manipulate the market. He acted as if the news was one of defeat, causing a panic that sent British bonds plummeting. His agents bought massive amounts at fire sale prices. When the official news arrived, the price skyrocketed and Nathan reaped an astronomical profit, solidifying his fortune and his legend. The success, however, brought severe backlash. For many French, this financial support to Napoleon's enemies, who had been kind to the Jewish community, was seen as betrayal, fueling anti-Semitic rhetoric and turning the Rothschilds into the scapegoats for everything wrong with finance. Mayer left one final instruction in his will. Only male descendants could inherit the wealth, which led to many intra-family marriages. More importantly, the family adopted the strategy of having liquid assets as a financial bunker. By not tying their wealth to real estate or tangible assets, but to bonds, stocks, and liquid debts, they became immune to looting or government seizure. The Rothschild fortune continued its stellar ascent. After the war, they demonstrated great adaptability. They migrated their capital from war lending to the new revolution, the industrial one. They invested heavily in railroads, coal, and gained a global monopoly on mercury mines in Spain. Their influence extended to geopolitics. Entire nations could be salvaged with their help. It was the Rothschilds who provided the massive loans that helped France recover after its 1871 defeat. They essentially benefited from both the ruin and the recovery. Their money allowed the British government to secure control of the Suez Canal, a critical communication line for the British Empire. In America, their money boosted those who would later be known as the men who built America, including a certain John D. Rockefeller, through the National City Bank of Cleveland, playing a fundamental role in the formation and expansion of the monstrous monopolizing Standard Oil Company. In addition to Rockefeller, they supported other highly influential figures, making their presence felt in the political sphere, with the family being key in promoting the creation of the future political state of Israel, directed by Lionel Walter Rothschild. For a time, everything was well, but the decline of the House of Rothschild was surprisingly swift. The Naples branch closed in 1863, Frankfurt in 1901. The Vienna branch met a tragic end with the rise of the Nazis, and the Paris branch was nationalized in 1982. All 5 original branches closed, except for the one in London. Despite these setbacks, the Rothschilds remain one of the most influential families. In 2008, they unified their businesses for the first time in 2 centuries. Today, their portfolio comprises diverse sectors, with an estimated total of $1.2 trillion in combined assets. By the Anglo-Saxon standard of measure, they continue to be one of the wealthiest families in the world. Their success is a reminder that a seemingly minor event can dramatically alter history. The impact of the Rothschilds was, and remains, monumental. The Rothschild lessons for your wallet. The story of the Rothschilds isn't just about bankers, it's a masterclass in financial strategy. If you want to apply the mindset that created a financial empire, here are the 3 key lessons this family left you. Lesson 1. Shielding your wealth. The financial bunker. The core principle behind the Rothschild strategy of using liquid assets as a bunker is that what cannot be easily confiscated is the safest. If you live in a country where the government is prone to populist, wealth-eroding policies, your assets are always at risk. Like when the Cristina Kirchner government in Argentina seized dollar savings from citizens, for example. To put it into a more practical application, let us say Facundo is buying his second property to rent it out. Facu knows that if he buys the property in his own name, he is exposed to high property or inheritance taxes. To protect himself from potential seizures or high taxation, Facu doesn't buy the property in his personal name. Instead, he creates a limited liability company, LLC, to act as a legal bunker. The tangible property, the walls and roof, now belongs to the LLC. By doing this, Juan no longer directly owns the building, but rather owns the shares of the company that owns the building, shielding himself from fiscal pressure or attempts to seize the house later for owning more than one. Lesson 2. The importance of differentiated value, the indispensable partner. The family understood that in wartime, logistics were more valuable than capital itself. The Rothschilds became the logistical backbone of the British Army. Their true differentiated value was their cross-border network. While other banks could only lend money in one country, the Rothschilds solved the problem of moving gold and silver across a Napoleonic-controlled Europe, a feat that transformed the Rothschilds from mere lenders into indispensable strategic partners. You are the owner of a dental practice. The common mistake is that practices only offer the basic product. They do excellent clinical work, cleanings, fillings, and rely on word-of-mouth referrals. Instead of just performing the clinical service, you transform the experience into an annual smile maintenance solution. You offer an annual plan that, for a fixed fee, includes huge discounts on complex treatments and 2 free cleaning sessions per year, combined with an automatic reminder system so patients who have purchased the service can receive their preventative treatment. making sure they get the full value for what they paid for. The Rothschild legacy teaches us that financial power doesn't come from luck, but from discipline, information, and a relentless vision to always be one step ahead of the rest. Now the question is, which of these lessons will you apply today to start building your own empire? But history isn't just about successes. If you want to know what mistakes you must avoid when building your own wealth, check out this video where we analyze the financial errors of the Spanish Empire that led to its decline so you don't do the same.